they're no longer playing a part in your story and they're not participating to elevate you, you need to let them go. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Susu. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how I reinvented myself. I asked you guys in my last femininity video if you guys would like me to share how I reinvented myself, and a lot of you guys said yes. So I'm super excited to have this video for you guys. So I'm just going to break down all the steps that I did to reinvent myself. The number one step that I did to reinvent myself was get closer to God. I think that was the number one thing that happened in my life, or the number one change I made in my life that made me a little bit more different. I also read the Bible, which definitely made me wiser. I think wisdom will definitely help you to elevate how you present yourself to the world and how you speak and how you behave and how you carry yourself. I read Proverbs in all its entirety. I think that all women should read Proverbs just because it literally teaches you so much wisdom that will help you in this walk called life. The Bible talks about being slow to speak, slow to anger, being meek, being brave, being wise, not being promiscuous. There is just a lot of wisdom that comes in the Bible, and I feel like Proverbs is very, very important, and that is one of the ways that I reinvented myself. The other way I reinvented myself was taking care of my overall being and overall appearance. So going into 2024, I no longer wanted to wear wigs. I started wearing wigs because wigs were so fun, and they are fun. They're very pretty. However, I wanted my look to be changed and a little bit more elevated. So I kind of pushed the wigs to the side, and it made such a huge difference in the way I look. I feel like I look a little bit more classy, ladylike, and poised. Now, before anybody gets upset, wigs does not make you look less classy. Wigs could be worn in different ways depending on the wigs that you wear. Me, however, I wanted to look a little bit more natural. I didn't want the whole aesthetic of the whole wig thing. I kind of just wanted to look natural, classy, feminine. So I reinvented myself by doing that. I started doing more weave outs and quick weaves. In my mind, I was just like, what's the point of me wearing protective styles and wearing wigs to have long hair and not wear it out? It just didn't make sense to me. So I ditched the wigs. And plus, I felt like wigs were kind of eating up my edges. I was noticing that my edges was thinning out, and it just didn't make sense to me because when I turned 60, 70 years old, I'm not going to be wearing wigs. Who has time for that? And plus, they itch and they could be so uncomfortable. Now, with wearing weaves and quick weaves and sew-ins, you can't even tell if this hair is not mine. Do you guys see it? It's so gorgeous, and I just look super classy, super put together, and just dainty. I just love that. Another way I reinvented myself is the way I speak. I am very, very meek. It's so funny. I am very meek and slow to speak, slow to anger. I think about things before I do stuff. And I think that it just helped with my entire persona and the woman that I wanted to be. I envisioned who this woman was gonna be, and I knew that if I made the steps to becoming her, I will be able to embody her in all her fullness. So that woman was not an angry woman, not boisterous, not combative, not noisy, just a very meek woman. So that's another way that I did reinvent myself. Another way I reinvent myself is how I leave my house. So whenever I leave my house, I try my best to be put together. Even if I'm not wearing a buttload of makeup, I still wear sunglasses or a cute set or a cute dress. It's just something that will make me feel good. If you look good, you feel good. So I make sure that whenever I'm leaving my house, dress. I make sure that I look very well put together. I am representing myself, and it is very important that when I step out of the door, I look good, I smell good, and I feel good. So that's another way that I reinvented myself. Another way I reinvented myself was upgrading my closet. And now that is not only like spending thousands of dollars on clothes, but I do believe that you can mix quality pieces with affordable pieces. Now, I did used to not like, well, I would say I didn't used to like Shein, but there were times where I would get like some pieces from Shein and I would feel like it felt cheap, or it felt like it didn't feel good. It didn't feel like high quality. But honestly, I think when it comes to Shein, it's all about the reviews. I have gotten some cute stuff, classy, pretty stuff from Shein. I do believe that you can mix your closet. It's not oftentimes that you want to spend $50, $60 on items you're only going to wear once. So I personally prefer to mix in my high-end items with my affordable items. But I do like wearing like dresses and skirts and like just really, really classy items that make me look feminine. Like I said, Shein does have a couple of affordable items. I've noticed that with Pretty Little Things, I used to get some stuff from there, but lately I feel like their stuff has definitely been a miss for me as far as affordable items goes. So I've kind of like just veered away from it. I do get some stuff from Fashion Nova. I'm not gonna crap on Fashion Nova because Fashion Nova does have some cute stuff that are nice, but some of their stuff are cheap quality and you can tell. But I also have been spending money on more quality pieces. One of my favorite brand, and I just got an item from her, is Andrea Iyama. Oh my gosh, I love the pieces that she has on her site. They are costly. They're not cheap. They are not cheap, okay? But I feel as though like her items are so worth it, and you could just tell that you're getting quality item. I would suggest like normally buying like the quality, more expensive items during sales, like Black Friday or whenever they have like sporadic sales. That's when you should just jump on it. Buy like 3 to 5 solid pieces and just mix them up. I say buy statement pieces, whether it be belts, whether it be slacks, skirts, tops, like those type of solid pieces you can always mix or wear as many times as you want. So another way that I reinvented myself is because I don't go to the clubs. I don't be at the clubs. It's not for me. I have outgrown that. Especially because I'm a mom. What am I going to be doing at a club? And I just felt like there was no point of me being at the club. I prefer to go out to eat with my friends. I love going out to eat with my friends. My friends know a restaurant hates a sitting coming, baby, because I love to eat. Okay. So, I love going out to eat with my friends. I love little cute like date nights with my husband. Those type of things really excite me. And then like just being able to just have cute dates with your friends and cute dates with your man is more fun than going to the clubs. I feel as though like as you start to age, you start to realize how like low vibrational clubs are. Another way I reinvented myself is I don't drink. I don't drink hard alcohol. I drink wine here and there, but not all the time. But I don't drink, and I feel as though it shows in your skin, it shows in your weight, it shows in every aspect of your life when you don't drink or participate in any of those activities. And it literally will help you out in the long run. I feel as though like, especially like young people, I feel as though we drink when we're young, okay? When you're young, you drink a lot, but it literally just bloats you up, make your skin bad, dries you out because alcohol literally dries you out, and it's so not worth it. Like you drink for that moment and then the next day you have a hangover and you feel like crap. I don't drink. I don't care for it. It's not really my thing. Get me a Shirley Temple and I'm good to go. Okay. Another way I reinvented myself is by taking leaps of faith and doing what I want to do and what I said I was going to do. Now, in the past, I would say I would do something and I won't follow through. And that to me was just so bad. Just because like it was something that I hated from like family when I grew up. So for me to grow up and be doing the same thing was not really something that I wanted to pursue or something I wanted to do as I got older. So now that I'm older, when I say I'm going to do something, I do it regardless of whatever the outcome may be. I think sometimes we limit ourselves from doing things just because we don't want to see the outcome or we fear the unknown, but it's not going to happen if you don't do it. And you have to do it. You have to do what you said you're going to do. That brings trust. That brings trust within yourself. You trust yourself more because you're doing what you said you're going to do. So that's another way that I reinvented myself. Another way I reinvented myself is having boundaries. Big boundaries. I really believe that when you start to set yourself at a very, very high caliber as far as how you see yourself, people will respect you more. And if people don't respect you, you have to learn how to distance yourself from people. I remember I was telling my husband that I feel as though like I have a switch in my head where like if somebody does something I don't like and I'm not pleased with, I literally just let them know and turn off the switch and I don't think about them again. Now that is the woman that I wanted to be. I wanted to be that woman when I got older. I was like, when I get older, I pray to God, I am so like ironclad with my boundaries. I am so ironclad in the way that people treat me. And if they don't treat me good, I want to be that woman that is like, you're done. And I know some people don't like that, but I feel as though like when you have those standards for yourself, people are either going to respect it or they're just going to leave. And you have to be like that. It is what it is. This is your life. At the end of the day, people are only characters in your story if you let them. If they're no longer playing a part in your story and they're not participating to elevate you, you need to let them go. Because at the end of the day, all they're going to do is drag you down the path of you spiraling. And I feel as though like in my 20s, I spiraled. There was a lot of things that was happening to me and a lot of behaviors and the lack of boundaries I had of having people just keep leaving and coming back into my life. I feel as though that it affected me in the long run. So when I was able to heal from that and I did the inner work, I was like, okay, now that I'm turning into this woman that I want to be, one non-negotiable that I want to have for myself is setting up boundaries and having my standards be high in every aspect of my life. Work, that includes friendship, that includes family, that includes everything. I feel as though that me reinventing myself and adding that element into me, an element into my life, definitely change my perspective and change how I like to interact with people. Another way I reinvented myself is being fine not being a person that has a lot of friends. I think like as you know, as you get older, you realize why it is important to just be fine with your own company. You don't need that many friends. I think that, you know, especially with TV shows and growing up and watching a lot of like Gossip Girl and all the stuff for like shows or Mean Girls, you know, we saw that girls that had a lot of friends were popular or they just were cool. So sometimes we kind of leave people in our life that are not meant to be in our life just because we don't want to look like we're not popular or look like we're not cool. I think that once I started to like be this woman that I wanted to be, I was like, I don't care. I don't care about having too many friends. I would rather have quality friends than quantity friends. Because what happens is that when you start having too many friends that are not adding value to your life, what happens is that they kind of just drag you down with them. And then you start having all these traumatic experiences that now you have to heal from. Nobody got time for that. I don't got time for that. I don't have no time to give nobody. So as I started to get older and I started to become this woman that I want to be, that was something that I did not want to mess with. I did not want to go back to who I used to be in my 20s and who I used to be in my past. I think that people need to understand that sometimes it's okay having one or two friends or just being by yourself. And it is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You need to be the main character in your story. Nobody else needs to be that main character in your story. So that's another way that I reinvented myself. I think those are all the major ways that I reinvented myself. I know my external look, I did start to like dress a little bit more classier. As you guys can see, I take care of my hair. I take care of my nails. I make sure I'm very well put together. When I go out, I try my best to look good. You know, there's just so many things that I've changed, and I feel like there'll be more that I'm going to change about myself. And I think that that's something that you guys could also work on, and just trying to be the best version of yourself. Like, be that woman that you've always wanted to be. I feel as though one tip that I'll definitely give you guys is look up to women that you admire, see how they carry themselves, see how they dress, see how they speak, see how they hang around with. See all those things and see how you can implement that into your life. And I promise you, the difference is going to be so crazy that you're not going to want to go back to your old self again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you do. Also, why don't you guys share with me how you want to reinvent yourself, and are you on the journey of reinventing yourself? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on my next one. Bye. Mwah.